Yeah, we got it. And let me just get this up again. There we go. Great stuff. All right, then. Welcome back to TAC. You guys have seen plenty of highlights from this tournament so far, but we're back with another one. And this should be, yet again, another good game. We've seen a lot of great games from this tournament so far. And you guys don't want to see the Hun War, which is absolutely understandable. So we're going to go for the Aztecs versus Goths instead, which is going to be exciting. Up to the north of the map in the green, we've got Fox Valentine, aka Emin, the Turkish player, playing as the Aztecs. And down to the very south of the map in the pink, we've got Stark, the Brazilian, playing as the Goths, aka Nigel Slack. Both of these guys playing on kind of alts, I guess. They always have different names. Look at that, the straight line of berries here. It's not very often you see a straight line of berries. That's unusual. Relish this moment. This is a great moment in AOC history to see a line of berries like this. You hardly ever see that. Which is really odd. So maybe that's a good omen. Maybe that's a good sign. This game's going to be amazing because of these berries. But yes, it should be, like I say, a good one. Aztecs versus Goths, both infantry civilizations, both having very good infantry indeed. The Goth infantry flood, very, very famous. And also the Aztec elite eagle warrior flood, very famous. The question is, who will come out on top? Well, the Goths should, in theory, come out on top if they can get a level footing in terms of economy. Now, if the Goths have a level footing versus the Aztecs in terms of eco, which is difficult because the Aztecs have a farm bonus, but if they do have an even footing, then the Goths have much more versatility. You know, they can make, from their barracks, they can make the Huskar, which counters archers. They can make the champion, which counters eagle warriors, and they can make the whatchamaflig, the not the halberdier, the pikeman, because they don't. Sorry, no, they can make the halberdier. I'm thinking of the Aztecs there. They can make the halberdier, which counters cavalry. So the Goths can do all three of those from one building, and they do that incredibly quickly. Once they've got, anarchy and perfusion done, they can do the Huskar, and they can do incredibly fast barracks building speed. Once they get conscription as well, it's blazing fast, and they can do all of that from one building. Whereas the Aztecs, they don't have the halberdier. They only have the pikeman, which is what I was getting confused about a second ago. I was thinking I was talking about the Aztecs for a second. The Aztecs only get the pikeman, which again is quite easily countered by the heavy swordsman if they're going against 1v1. And then after that they get the eagle warrior, which the Goths can counter very easily with their heavy swordsman once again. And then on top of that, they have the Jaguar Warrior, which is where they could come into their own. The Jaguar Warrior could clean house if the Jaguar Warrior gets out onto the field. But we will see if that happens. And it looks like Stark lost a villager there under that TC. I think he lost a villager to the boar. We can probably... No, actually, maybe he didn't. It looks like a dead villager, but maybe I'm just seeing things. Maybe it's just, I don't know, so, her bow and arrow on her back. I'm not sure. We'll see if they move out the way. But yeah, you see what I'm saying about the whole thing with the infantry. Now, hand cannons, as you say in the chat, could both be very viable options. They will counter infantry very, very well, and hand cannons would be a fantastic addition to this game. But focusing purely on the infantry aspect, the Goths should have the advantage, but then again, it depends on the Jaguar Warriors. So this is why I'm very excited to see how this game goes, because the Jaguar Warriors are difficult to start massing up. You know, they cost a lot of... stone to get the castles out in the first place. Then you need to sustain that production, and they're quite slow to make compared to the Goths. The Goths just have the speed advantage. I'm excited to see how this one will go. Especially in the late Imperial Age, if we get to that point in time. So keep your fingers crossed. Hope that this game goes to the Imperial Age, because if it does, we're going to be in for a treat, and it should be really very exciting to see how it plays out. And I think the first person to go with the hand cannons here will get the advantage. That's just my 2 cents. And yes, Stark did indeed lose a villager under the town centre there. And there probably is quite a bit of lag here. If you think about it, Turkey and Brazil, the ping is probably about 200, and that could be enough lag to lose a villager in. So, yes, barracks going up now for Stark. Obviously going to go with a drush. Obviously, Emin is also going to go for a drush here because he's also building a barracks and he's playing as the Aztecs. So it just makes too much sense to go for a drush. And it looks like looks like Stark wants to go with a 5 or 6 militia drush almost here. He's taking some gold already. And he's left it at 110. Now, obviously, 20 gold for a militia. You'd think he'd want a little bit more gold here. We will see. But Emin, of course, 100 gold in the bank because he's the Aztecs, and he gets the upgrade for Loom free. That's 3 militia coming out already. He could do another 2 and go up to 5. That's a very common strategy to do, and a very common option. So we'll see. 110 gold still for Stark, and he's not made any militia yet. I'm wondering if he's actually going to go for militia straight away, or if he'll go for a fast feudal-ish, followed by man-at-arms, which could be the better option for dealing with this. We'll see. Obviously, he's not scouted Emin yet. If we have a look at his line of sight, he's not seeing this barracks just yet. So we will keep an eye out to see what he can see very soon. So Emin doing the 5 militia drush. Stark for now 24 population, 23 villagers, but going up on to the feudal age on 24 population, it seems. Is he going to click up? Oh, he's doing a loom first, and then he'll click up. And now it all makes sense. Now he's got 60 gold because he didn't do Loom first, of course. Loom costing 50, 110 minus 50. You've got 60 left, and that makes an even number for an even number of militia. You can't have a militia and a half, unfortunately. So Emin is sending his drush now. 5 militia going across the map, and Stark going up to feudal. I like how he's walled this. We've not really looked at their maps, but he's got a very easily wallable map. Both, again, easy to wall on the left and right. Back gold, really lovely stuff. And a nice easy wall towards his TC as well. So he's able to get very close to his TC with this wall, force this drush to be ineffective. And then maybe he's not even going to come out with some man-at-arms at all. Maybe he's just going to go straight into an archery range and just be annoying. But we'll see. We will see. Emin, on the other hand, starting to wall up now a little bit as well. He also has back gold and a very easy wall on this right-hand side, which is nice. And these are the kind of maps we want to see if we want to see an Imperial game. You know, when you've got a back gold like this, that's the kind of game that you get to see the Imperial Age. But look at this! Stark adding in a second barracks, and uh-oh, there's a hole in the wall. Are we surprised at that? No, we're not. There's always a hole in the wall. It might not be the ZeroEmpires Invitational, and these players might be 2k plus, but there are still holes in the walls, and Stark is just like, yep, great, lovely, I've lost 2 villagers, fantastic. That wasn't meant to happen. The hole is real, the hole is teal, but 2 barracks. I'm only hoping that this is intentional and the double barracks strategy is legit, but oh my goodness, this is going to be fantastic. 2 barracks and double militia production, double man-at-arms production once this research is done. And look at that, I just can't believe that hole was there. It just forever a hole. And it's sad because the holes kill the game. This kills the game. I wish there was like a hole detector or something that would just show you when there was a hole there, but hey. The man-at-arms is done. And Stark now starting to move into position. There's no holes here, unfortunately. But he does need to repair that wall quickly, otherwise the man-at-arms are getting through. He's repairing the wrong wall. But this is bad. Oh, this is bad. He is trapped. Emin is trapped, and Stark needs to kind of get... Oh, okay, never mind. He's not trapped. I thought that was going to be like a super trap. It's like, yes, I played my trap card. No, he is still trapped, in fact. And if Stark just bungs this hole with men-at-arms, all of these militia will die. Fantastic play, indeed. Got them cornered, got them trapped, and nicely done. Costing a few lives on both sides, but of course, the man-at-arms coming out on top. And now we've got double man-at-arms production from these barracks, heading straight across the map into the arms of Emin, who is starting to make an archery range and will transition into archers, which is the perfect counter to the man-at-arms. But we will see. We will see indeed, because this map looks very walled and it looks pretty difficult for Stark to get in unless he focuses down on a palisade. And if he does do that, he will take a palisade down very quickly, especially this palisade here. It's on a corner, it can be surrounded by units, and man-at-arms are great at dealing with palisades, but Stark is coming forward, 6 villagers being sent forwards now, and he is obviously going to put up a tower on this stone. prevent Emin from taking any stone, and then follow through with a couple more towers perhaps, or even another forward barracks. That would be even better still. These towers, or maybe he won't actually tower this gold, maybe he'll tower here instead. No, he's going to tower here. He's going to cover the farms, and that's going to be annoying for Emin to deal with. The men-at-arms all huddling around this one palisade wall for a little bit of warmth. It's like, you know when you see people like gathering around an oil drum in the cold winter trying to warm their hands? It's the same thing. These guys are just trying to warm themselves up on the fire that this palisade wall provides. But yes, Nigel Stark is in, and he's going to be looking for some villager kills. Of course, he wants revenge for the hole in the wall, and he's going to go straight for this gold spot. And if he can deny the gold of Emin, then Emin cannot make archers. And that is going to be a big problem indeed. So Emin gonna lose a villager here, one down and one to go until they're on even footing. This tower, pain in the ass, but a counter tower from Emin has gone up, and Stark needs to focus down the tower with his own tower, otherwise he's gonna get nowhere at all. These villagers are trapped though, and looks like Stark's not paying attention. He could get this villager if he just goes in. If he just goes in, he could get that villager, but he's not. He's going to chase down this villager instead and walk into a wall of archers, but it doesn't matter. Men-at-arms are just too strong, and they're going to take the archers down anyway. Emin can afford more archers, but it looked like he really wanted to do a fast castle. Look at his resources. He's so close to a fast castle here, and instead, he's been bludgeoned to death, and that's not good. This villager actually cannot be hit. The mining camp and the gold mine are preventing that one. That one villager just standing there repairing his wall, like, please don't hurt me. I'm a lonely villager, and you know, I want to live. But no, he's gonna die. I'm pretty sure of that. And look at this. Start getting in the back here with more men-at-arms. And the thing is as well, he's sending more men-at-arms in. He's breached the wall on the left-hand side. And this villager on the right is going down. The villagers in this wood line getting absolutely destroyed. And I'm sorry, but we're not going to get to the Imperial Age at this rate. Stark has already won this game at this point in time. And he's got some villagers here as well. Looks like he wants another tower. And if he puts a tower here, then that's just going to be a real pain for Emin to deal with. He's lost so much villager-wise. It is 33 for Stark and 30 for Emin, and Emin's been denied gold. Look at this villager mass here, this horde of villagers who are, you know, completely out of their depth, unable to do anything. Wood denied, gold denied, and just getting killed off by these rogue men-at-arms that could just snipe you at any second. Tower going up as well, just to top it all off. We're going to get in there with a tower, protected by the men-at-arms, of course, and killing off these archers, these few archers that Emin has, getting destroyed so quickly. Villagers back on the gold, but not long before the men-at-arms come back in to finish the day. The Goths are looking absolutely incredible at this point in time, just picking off more and more. Another villager down, another villager here, about to get destroyed. And Emin is looking in a horrible position. These villagers back here going for a lumber camp to take something. But Emin's skin and kill them off once more. More towers going up, wood denied once again. And this game is fantastic. I love this aggression. Absolutely love this aggression. And this poor woman trying to build a wall to save her friend, who is now cutting wood on the wrong side of the wall, who cannot get back in, having to delete the wall to get back in. Oh my god, just the little things, it makes you laugh. And these guys, these men-at-arms, destroying so much. More men-at-arms being rallied to the front. Double barracks production, like I said earlier. And even the archers can't stand up to this. Even the archers cannot stand up to this. People saying that there's going to be a comeback. I don't know. I'm maybe not quite as optimistic as you guys. The score, 400 points different at this time. And Stark's got this game, man. He's got this game. Surely he has this game. If he's not got this game, I would eat my hat. I honestly would. It's looking horrible for Emin at the moment. But Emin hanging on in there. He is hanging on in there. 32 population to 47. And Emin is very, well, he's got a lot of food. He's just not got the gold. And I think he still wants to go castle. But it's going to be tough. He needs more units on the map to deal with these men-at-arms. And somehow he's going to have to deal with them somehow. I mean, he's still got holes in his walls. They can still walk straight in, and they're going to keep taking down his buildings. And you know, if they keep taking down his his houses and stuff, he's going to have to rebuild them. And that, again, is going to cost more wood. But look at this, another tower going up for Stark against this wood line. Man, Stark is looking amazing at this point. He's looking so good. This archery range at the back getting taken down by villagers, and Stark building a couple of ranges in the back of Emin's base. He's just gonna build those ranges there. He's gonna be like, yep, whatever. I'm gonna build them here, and I'm gonna start making my own archers because screw your archers. Mine are gonna be popping out inside of your base as well. More towers, of course, and like I was saying earlier, we don't often see a tower rush at this level of play, but if it's following through a rush like this, it works. And that tower is going to be an annoyance because this is the only wood that Emin can take, and now there's a tower on it. What is he going to do? Now there's man-at-arms bashing at his walls. What is he going to do? I don't know what he's going to do. Aside from perhaps say GG fairly soon. We've got more and more units coming in, and look at this. Emin sending a counter-attack across the map. That is nice. He's going to send that over, and he's going to look for some counter-villager kills, and he needs to get them, because otherwise he's in trouble. These men-at-arms here hacking away at the archers. The poor archers, unable to do anything at all. And more men-at-arms on this right side coming in to take this wall down. And wow, this is just ugly, ugly stuff. A tower here would surely seal the deal. I don't know, but this army having to go up against yet more men-at-arms. Men-at-arms chasing them down. And of course, men-at-arms against skirmishers works pretty well because the skirmishers have to micro backwards to be able to get out of their range. But there's the tower again that's going to now cover the gold. And the men-at-arms to the right are once again in, looking for some more villager kills. And of course, they're going to find them. Villager count, 11 more villagers for Stark than at the moment than Emin. And Stark is in the perfect position now. This is it. It is over. There is no question about it. It is surely over at this point in time. There are so many units in here, absolutely destroying everything he's got. And every time he runs, Stark is there to head him off. The villager population count is insane for Stark in comparison. 43 to 25, and more villagers dying every second. These villagers so far from the TC. And if you guys still think the comeback is here, then I don't know what to say. Honestly, though, if Emin was playing as the colour teal, then perhaps the comeback would be there. But unfortunately, he chose the colour green, and green is well known for being unable to make a comeback from these positions. So unfortunately, it's unlikely to happen. So Emin, he's got a lot of stone income, but he doesn't have enough wood to even make a tower. He doesn't have any wood income at all. Literally just stone. He's in the feudal age, so he can't exactly make a castle. And without stone, without 25 wood, how is he going to tower this up? Well, he's not, unfortunately. And this is game now. We're just going to get to enjoy watching Stark finish Emin off. 65 population for Stark, 29 for Emin. He's got less than half the population at this point in time, and that's just going to keep declining. And there's the GG. Emin, it's over. And what a very well played color. Wow, I read the chat the wrong time. What a well played game by Stark, even playing as the color pink, the second best color in the game, the color that usually wins every game. The pink is obviously the best. And wow, yeah, just so good. The double barracks man-at-arms rush. I've never ever seen that before. And it worked so well. It worked so incredibly well. Followed up with some towers. Stark just had that in the bag. Absolutely loved that one. Alright, well these games are just getting better and better every time. I'm going to come back for just a second and get a quick drink. But I will be back in a moment.